I admit it, I have a new obsession. If you saw my last video, I experimented with printmaking with Legos, and oh my goodness, it is now my personality. I absolutely cannot stop making prints with Legos. In my last video, I made a bunch of little bug guys. I fell in love with them, so I've also made a set of aquatic creatures and birds. Y'all, I can't stop. And while I was doing research on printing with Lego, I came across this. This is the Prixel DIY stamp kit, and I found this looking at Lego prints. And I saw a print, and I thought to myself, that was not made by Legos. It's really cute. I gotta know what it is. And I found out. It's the Prixel. In today's video, we're gonna be unboxing this kit. I'm gonna show you guys what it's all about, and we're gonna create some art. But first, I wanna unbox this thing and show you guys the packaging because, oh my God. My favorite part is that it includes this handle so you can take it anywhere. Look at it. Though I have one gripe. The design is upside down. Why? All right, let's unbox it. The moment of truth. So the first thing you are met with is this idea book, which is amazing. But on top of the box, we also have a nifty little how-to guide. It walks you through how to make a print, some short little tips, your inventory. But let's get into the book. I took a peek at this book before and I am just blown away with how much love and care they put into this product. It clearly shows that the creators of the Prixel love what they do and they put a lot of work into it. We have a little introduction page, details about the Prixel, the pieces, how it works. Look at this, look at it. It's great. Then we move on to a how to print, and I absolutely love that they even include a troubleshooting page. If you're not familiar with printmaking, you probably don't know why you're having the problems you're having, so it's really nice to not have to Google. I don't know, I'm just really impressed with that. I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool. And they even show you how to get creative if you're not someone who is used to thinking in a abstract way. They even included this little guide on how you can, I don't know, think in Prixel. We have some techniques including ghosting. And my favorite, I absolutely love, not that I use font or text a lot in my artwork, but I don't know, maybe now I'll start getting into typography. Some examples of work. Look how cute these are, y'all. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Some patterns, frames, borders, and at the very end, they even include some blank graph pages so that you can even, I guess, what's the word? Catalog some of your creations, your go-to patterns or things that you want to remember how to do. And that's it for the idea book. So let's get back into the Prixel. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So here we have the Prixel itself. Ooh la la. We have our little feet. I am so excited. I love that it's see-through because as I create my Lego pieces, I also have the issue of how do I layer these things? And it comes with 2 different plates so that you can create 2 designs at once. Also very nifty, I love that. 4 colors of ink and all of our pieces. So let's go ahead and empty out our pieces. The yellows are squares. We have our blue round pieces. Red is triangular and green are the line pieces. Shall we get into it? Let's get into it. This is going to be my test piece. I'm gonna get a feel for setting up the Prixel, how to work with it, how the ink works. I'm feeling inspired by the colors and shapes, and I love playing with colors and shapes myself with silly faces. Now, if I'm creating just a square, and by a square I do mean just a 4-sided object. They feel so nice when they go in. That's what she said? What? A rectangle. I've really done it. Sheer creativity. Wow. So when you're ready to print, you just snap on your design with magnets. Did you hear that? Hold on. That sounds so good. All right, we'll get our piece of paper here. I like the idea of dabbing ink on instead of using a big roller of paint-like ink like I do with my Legos. This seems a lot cleaner and simple. Where do we want this little guy? Maybe right here? All right, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. And the reveal. Oh, looks like I need to refer to my handy dandy troubleshooting page and see that, yep, probably didn't use enough ink. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go again. Okay, that's better. I think what it is I'm just a little too scared to put too much ink. I'm learning I really just have to go with it on the ink and just get in there. We have done it, look at that. So I'm going to make a few more prints of our yellow square and then we're gonna move on to our other colors. All right, I'm done with this guy, so we'll just clean him up. I love printing with the Legos, but the thing I hate the most is removing all of the little pieces when I'm done. It has destroyed my nails and it's very time consuming, but watch this. Oh my goodness, this is so fast and so easy. We're done. I love how easy that was compared to the Lego printing. Wow, who knew that having the right tools for the right job would make it so much easier? The circle's gonna be a lot smaller than our square, but we can always make a few circles, right? I'm gonna make 2 medium-sized circles, and then I'm also gonna have to print on top of that our filler circles. And I just wanna add some more texture to our little test print, so I'm just gonna put some little circles around. Get to inking. I want some overlap on our square. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, oh my gosh. I absolutely love the way the ink overlaps and creates green. I'm in love. Wow, I did a really bad job lining that up. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Ooh, oh my God. I love the overlapping colors. It's so fun. Hey Kasey, why do you have a Band-Aid on your hand now? Well, I went for a walk while I let the ink dry, and our neighborhood cat came up to me for pets, was really sweet, rolled around, rubbed up against me, and then suddenly it decided to attack me. So I love cats, what can I say? All right, let's move on to our triangle pieces. For our triangle, we're gonna have to combine our square pieces, and then we add our little triangle edges here. Okay, we've got a very, very large triangle. Let's hear the snap. Oof. Add our red ink and we can finally see what it looks like as we apply it, which really is helping me visualize what I'm doing a lot better, I gotta say. All right, where do I want to put this guy? I don't even know. Let's see, maybe? Ooh, whoa, that red is crazy. I'm learning, okay? I haven't used the green ink yet, so I'm going to play around with this thin font and just add a little something in there. All right, what are we gonna write? And I have to remember to make it backwards. I have to be honest, this font is so bizarre. I think I'm having a hard time, oh my gosh, even thinking about what I'm doing here. I definitely feel like I definitely wish they sold extra packs to where I could buy more pieces, because I can tell I'm gonna run out of pieces for my words here. For sure. Okay, I don't have enough pieces to do all of my words, so we're just going to go ahead and, oh, we love to hear it. We're gonna do 2 different sets of words, so let's see, oh my gosh, let's see if this one's going to turn out, because I question my flipping skills. All right, here we go. Doo-doo. Oh, oh my gosh, wait, this is kind of cool looking. Okay, moving on to our second set of words. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look at it. This is only a test. I think this turned out really fun and I am very excited to play around with the transparency of the ink, the really silly stylization of these stamp pieces. Yeah, let's make a more illustrative work. I'm going to blame my little creature series with my Lego prints for my obsession with more fish. I don't know what it is, but I felt like I felt like creating a print of a weirdly alligator-mouthed round anglerfish situation. This is my first illustrative piece using the Prixel, so I think I was just trying to get a feel for the shapes and what sort of shapes you can create using the Prixel and the different pieces. I think for the most part, the possibilities are pretty endless. There are some restrictions when it comes to the pieces. Some of the round pieces you can't put next to each other because of where the pegs connect the pieces, if that made any sense. But with any art supplies, I think there are restrictions that you have to work around. I mean, clearly, watercolor, you have to work around the fact that it's a transparent color. Posca pens, you have to work around the limited color palette. And with printmaking, you have to work around limited shapes, limited construction, size. And personally, I love that challenge. I am a very indecisive person, so the more restrictions on art I have, honestly, the better. I'm too indecisive to be making too many decisions about what I should be doing. So when I have restrictions, it's really fun to use it as a, I guess, a problem to solve and work around. I mean, why do you think I created the 500 drawing prompt series? It limits what I need to draw and it's a problem to solve. I think it's very fun. All of that to say, look at this angular anglerfish. So I started off with our fish and I filled this whole first area with this anglerfish. And to be honest, I didn't have a direction where I was going with this guy. I just knew I wanted to create this anglerfish and he was really fun to make and I was really happy with how he turned out. I also busted out black ink. I have had this black ink pad since 2017. So it's a little dry and crusty. I need to find a store that sells ink pads ASAP because I need more colors. So once I had my anglerfish, I envisioned another little fish going up to our big fish. And at that point, I started to think about what text I wanted to do because I don't know what it is about printmaking, but it makes me want to play around with text. I don't know why, but the phrase "no fear" popped up. It's a little fish against a big scary fish. I followed one of the types that came in the idea book, but I altered it just a little bit. And then I also felt like there was just so much room where the no was going to go that I wanted to make the word no a little bit bigger, so I stylized that a little bit more. It took some fiddling around, but I'm really happy with how this print turned out. The red eye, which if you'll notice, I used that little dot eye to center all of my other elements in this print. I thought that was very clever. Good job, me. I did play around with creating red bloody teeth, but it was just a little too goofy for me, so I took that out. I liked having just the red eye. Same with the little fish. At first he was red, but I just felt like the red eye was so powerful. I didn't want to take that away from it. And then I also played around with maybe some light coming off of the anglerfish's angler? I don't know what that is. But I didn't like it. Maybe if I played around with it some more, but I really like the simplicity of just being black, white, and red. And honestly, I love this piece. It's fun, it's simple, it's shapely, and I really got a feel for how to use the Prixel. So you guys know I like to create a series of illustrations. For example, my fish series, the birds, pieces that can come together as a set I absolutely love. And because I love the font and the type in these printmaking pieces so much, I've been wanting to create an alphabet piece since I was playing around with Legos. So I thought this was the chance to start that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think these pieces are very successful. I think they gave me an idea of what I want to do, but it was definitely a learning experience. I want to create a print with a letter and then some sort of something decorating around that letter with that letter. So for example, as you can see, A, I created a bunch of ants around the A. At first, I wanted to create the ants to be a little bit more flowy and different, and they just looked like a jumble of circles and lines, and it was kind of a failure. Also, I printed off the page. So I simplified them a little bit more, and I think it's a little bit more successful, but I don't think I'm quite where I want these pieces to be. For B, I thought it would be cute to create some bears around the letter. I love the stylization of the bears, but again, I'm just not sure if these pieces are standing as they are. A little bit more successful, I think, is the letter C for cat. This time I focused on a cat actually lounging on the letter C. I think the shapes of the cat are really fun, the flowing tail. It definitely helps that the red ink is a lot more visible than the yellow ink. I think maybe the yellow ink, it's a little bit light for my taste. I like a good yellow orange. So I think the cat was cute. The cat is successful. And then we have D for dinosaur. I think the dinosaur is cute, but again, I just feel like this set of illustrations isn't quite where I want them to be. So I think this is an idea that I need to revisit. I don't really like these sets of illustrations, but I think it's fun to show you guys not only my successful art, but my failed pieces as well. Look, I create some good art, but I also create a lot of bad art. And this is one of them. I'm gonna take what I learned from this set, and maybe in the next video or in the future I will create the whole alphabet illustrations. But for now, I definitely have a feel for how the Prixel works, and I'm excited to create future illustrations with it. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. I bought this Prixel on my own, but you can find a link to it in the description if you want to get your own. And before I go, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons for all of their support. You guys are the best. If you want early access to these videos, secret sketches, live streams, and more, check out the link to my Patreon in the description. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!